Hey, my name is Russell Brunson. I'm the author of this brand new book called Traffic Secrets that shows you how to get traffic into your websites and your funnels. But really quick today, on page 91, I teach this concept called follow-up funnels, which is kind of fun. And this is actually the graph from the book right here. You can see there it is. And this shows you not just how to get traffic to your funnels. People always talk about Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. But after you get those people in, how do you follow up with them? We know that the fortune is in the follow-up. So the process we take somebody through after they come into our funnels, this is where most of the money is actually made. And recently at a live event, I taught this process in excruciating detail. It was a lot of fun to walk people through what it is, how it works. And so what I want to do, instead of you having to read this book right this very second, I want to show you that video so you can start to get the wheels in your head spinning about how you can build your follow-up funnels. And hopefully that'll inspire you to get your free copy of the Traffic Secrets book as well. So with that said though, I'm going to keep this video walking through how to create your own follow-up funnels.
People are coming here, they see your ad, and then what's going to happen is if they engage with that, they look at it and they click on it and they move down to the next step, right? But if they don't click on the ad, then it's like, okay, what do we do? Like, how do we follow these people? What do we do, right? And so the first point of data, I'm gonna get the smaller markers for this part so I can, there's a point for smaller markers. It's for stuff like this, the fine details, right? So this first step, we have one thing that we're gathering. The first point of data that we're getting from people is retargeting, right? The pixel data. Triple to retarget with people, right? Now, if you look at like the timeline of how this works, with retargeting, typically what's gonna happen is someone sees this ad, there's a lot of different strategies. I'm not gonna go deep into the strategies tonight, but we can brainstorm those, you can think through them. Like for example, one thing, if someone sees your ad, you can do it where if they don't watch it, like show it to them again, right? If they don't watch it, show it to them again. Or if they do engage and they watch a certain percentage of it, show them that ad again, or show them the next ad. Or there's a lot of if-thens you can kind of make up, okay? And I don't want to go through those right now. I'm gonna give you guys a framework that you can start thinking through these on your own. But with retargeting, like this is something like we can message them all the time, right? It's not just like once a week or once a month. It's like retargeting happens all the time. So if someone comes in here and they don't engage with us yet, I have this whole thing where they've seen the ad, I can start engaging with them, right? And so these are representing days. So every day I can have a new ad, I can change things, I can move things, I can do whatever I want, but these are all each days as you're taking them through this process, right? So that's the first day, second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day, seventh day. So it might be like the first 2 days showing the same ad. As soon as they watch a certain percentage, they move to this ad, and you can kind of take them through this sequence, okay? But all we have so far, if they've just seen our ad, but they haven't like engaged with it, that's all we have. So we're retargeting, trying to get them to actually engage. As soon as they actually engage, then boom, they move down to the next step of the follow-up funnel, right? Where now they come to the page. Now a couple things are gonna happen, right? They hit this page, they may give us their email address. If they do, it's awesome, they jump down here, but if they don't, it's like, what tools do we have? Like what we can start, like what data are we gathering? Now we can start progressing and moving them through the funnel, right? So you come back here, it's like, okay, with this step, we have retargeting now. So we got pixels from this step right here. So retargeting. If they opt in now, what we've grabbed at this stage, we've grabbed their email. And if they put in Messenger, then we've gotten their Messenger, right? So now we've got 3 things, right? And it could be more. Maybe you have a desktop push notification. Maybe like you could add other things, but let's say in this phase of the funnel now, this point we've got one thing here, we've got 3 things, retargeting, email, and Messenger, right? So there's this phase in the follow-up funnel. So this phase now, again, I can keep doing retargeting, and retargeting is awesome because I can just keep showing new ads every single day and keep that process happening, right? So sequence lets me do as much or as often as I want. Okay, then email. If I email every single day, it depends on your market, your business model, but like most people probably don't email every single day, right? But maybe you email like 3 times a week, right? So the sequence, I'll show you in a second, the psychological sequence stays the same, but the frequency of message delivery is different, right? So email, maybe I can send one every 3 days, I send out an email, okay? Okay, and then Messenger, if I get my Facebook Messenger, I don't know about you, but if someone messages me on Facebook Messenger every single day, it gets me super, super annoyed. There's something about the intimacy of that channel, like too often drives me crazy. But I feel like once a week for me about is like this time where I don't feel like I'm too over aggressive and people aren't unsubscribing like crazy. So the message, the timing sequence is like, maybe they opt in, I got one message here, and then maybe over here I got a message, and maybe over here I got a message, right? So it's like, I've got some, but they're planned out, they're kind of further spaced out right here, right? Okay, so now we got this info over here. Now a big percentage of people now drop through the funnel, they come down here to the next page, to the landing page, and here we get the next level of data, right? So we still get the retargeting, we still get their email, we get their Messenger. Now we start picking up some stuff, right? If they're giving us their credit card, maybe we're getting their cell phone, maybe we're getting their, to text them, right? Maybe we're getting a cell phone to call them. Number. Maybe we're getting their address, we can send something in the mail. et cetera, right? We're gathering more bits of data every single piece along the way, right? Now this is the same thing. The frequency is different for every single channel that we're contacting people through, right? You're probably not gonna send text messages to somebody every single day if you have their cell phone number, right? How many of us, if you got a text message from me every single day, might get a little bit annoyed? How many of us, if I personally called you every single day, do you get super annoyed? Right? So none of you guys be annoyed? Oh, well, thank you. Try it. How many guys, if my sales guy called you every single day, would be a little bit annoyed? Okay, all right. Sorry, Robbie, wherever you're at. All right, so again, frequency, like retargeting, I got as many as I can do, right? It doesn't shift down. Email, maybe I'm doing every 3 days or something like that. Text message, maybe it's like, or Facebook message, maybe once every 7 days. Cell phone text, maybe I'm not gonna do it immediately, but maybe I'm gonna text them like once in the middle of the sequence. And I got phone number, maybe I'm gonna call them, but I'm gonna call them like over here, right? And I have address, maybe I send something in the mail, I could do that, but I'm not gonna do that every single day because it's expensive. Maybe I do that right here in the process, right? So I'm looking at the frequency of how I attack this problem, right? So every channel has its strengths and its weaknesses, right? Typically the channels like retargeting, no one gets pissed off if they see your ad every single day. Well, sometimes they do. I realize those people are like, if I see your face again, I'm gonna kill you. That happens way too often. Actually, it's funny, where's Ethan at? So Ethan is awesome. We were in Kenya with him and his wife this summer, and super amazing people. And then we got back home, and his wife is not so much into like our whole world. I guess she like went to one of my pages and clicked on something, and it cracked me up because like a week later, she posted one of the comments was like, Russell, ever since we got back from Kenya, I see you in every single like my ads over and over. And can you please stop sending me ads? I was like, I'm so sorry. I already offended her that fast. Anyway, hopefully she forgives me. Tell her I'm sorry. But for the most part, that channel of like following people with ads doesn't get people annoyed, right? They're not like, it's not intimate. It's like, oh, I'm in my newsfeed anyway. I'm gonna see your ad. There's Russell again. There's Russell again. It doesn't bother them, right? So you can increase the frequency. Okay, email's a little bit different. Like if I get if I get emails every single day, maybe twice. I have some friends email 2 to 3 times a day. I have one friend that emails 9 times a day. 9 times a day. But he's in the dating market. This is what he told me. This is actually good insight for all of us, right? Like people buy stuff when they're in pain, right? So sometimes you have customers like, I emailed my list and they didn't buy it. It's like, they didn't buy it because they weren't in pain right now. So my friend that emails 9 times a day, he is in the dating market. And he says, if you look at like this, the lifespan of my customer, who's a man who is trying to learn how to date girls, he's like, for most of their life, they have a girlfriend, right? And so they subscribe to my email newsletter because they want to hear me tell jokes and to be funny and like all those kind of things, but they're not enough pain, right? This is what happens is once or so every single year, something bad's gonna happen. They get in a fight, they get in whatever. And he's like, I need to make sure that the second they get in a fight, the very first email they open up, mine's on top. Because at that point they're in pain, they're gonna buy something, and if mine's the first email, they're gonna buy from me. So he justifies sending out 90 emails a day so that the second that person's broken up with, they will buy his thing instantly. And he's made a good business out of it, right? I don't think that's realistic for most of us, but there you go. But email is different intimacy level, right? So you have to kind of find what's your comfort level for you. You know, for me, it might be 3 times a week, something like that, okay? Messenger, again, like I said, is different intimacy level. More than once a week, I feel really weird. Direct mail, phone calls, text messages, you're kind of thinking through those things, right? Like what's the frequency of how you can kind of communicate with those things, right?
All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Now you understand what a follow-up funnel is and how it works. Again, that is just one of the many secrets here inside the Traffic Secrets book. There's over 20 secrets that walk you through in detail to get more traffic to your funnels and your websites, to build your Instagram or YouTube following, whatever it is you're looking to do. Traffic Secrets will help you get more eyeballs on your message. So if you would like, right now we're doing a very special offer now that my brand new book is out. You can get a free copy of the hardback version. It's very hardcore as well, but the hardback version at trafficsecrets.com. There should be a link down below, or just go to trafficsecrets.com and go and get your free copy right now. All you gotta do is let me know where to ship it and cover the shipping costs. I already paid to print it. Now you just gotta let me know where to ship it and we'll ship you one right away. But that's it, you guys. Trafficsecrets.com teaches you how to do this and a whole bunch more. I hope you love the book. Go get your free copy right now at trafficsecrets.com. Let's go.